and we're not because the box is there.
Live.
The Bengals are 2-0. 2-0 for the first time in a very, very long time, but it comes with something very, very sad attached to it. I think it's time to have a tough conversation tonight coming up next.
Yeah. Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go.
What is up? What is up, chat? Tri-state area, even you across the river there in northern Kentucky, and the millions of people watching worldwide. We're 2-0, Drew. We're 2-0.
Cool.
Oh, we are, in fact, 2-0. Cincinnati Bengals have defeated 2 teams on the season. First time we have defeated 2 teams in a row to open the season in a long time. I didn't have gray hair in my beard. I don't think the last time we did it, but as Drew alluded to, and you just look so depressed. Talked about it. Came with a price.
I'm searching for reasons to live.
Okay.
2 of them are upstairs. Wife and daughter. 2
I was going to say
reasons.
that.
But so when Joe Burrow went down on Sunday, I never once said that everything's over and life doesn't matter, and I don't know why I was ever born. I was always supremely confident in the fact that we were just going to be fine. No total meltdown.
Okay.
Did not tell my wife maybe midway through the second quarter, let's just fucking go home, or any of that for that. But I'm a sad boy. A sad boy. And
brutal.
With that news, Garage Beer is the official beer.
Yeah, sure
Unfiltered.
is. Always is. Always will.
I need to get it open now.
Go for it.
I don't know about always will be, but
true. Yeah. I drank mine. We had people over at our house, and I think I drank 12. So they're gone. I got to restock. But like Drew said, Garage Beer, official beer of Cincy Unfiltered. I'm stealing the words out of Drew's mouth right now, interrupting him as he was talking. But it's damn good beer. Lime, pretty damn good. Classic light beer flavored beer. Can't beat it. And now I'm going to shut up because I think Drew may kill me if I don't. Tell them where they can get it.
You can get it at www.drinkgaragebeer.com. You can go to the beer finder, enter your zip code, find bars, restaurants, gas stations, golf courses, anywhere that sells that delicious beer flavored beer, including Paycor Stadium. Mm-hmm. Now, my wife says regular beer for after a victory. I'm confused. Everybody knows I'm a lime guy, but there's nothing to celebrate right now.
Pop that open. There is a reason to celebrate. There is.
I'm still going to drink a delicious beer, and it's going to be good, and it's going to help, but I can't celebrate right now because our sweet prince, our sweet prince, Joe Burrow, is out for at least 3 months, and I got to tell you, I'd be shocked if he plays again unless this team makes the playoffs. I don't think he's going to take another regular season snap.
I think I'm in the same boat as you. I agree with you. Taking a little bit of that liquid courage. Oh my God. Very, very frustrating. I do. Before we get all fucking depressed here, let's cover something positive. Both you and I had plenty of garage beer before the game. All right. Very fun. We always do that. You drove around the, help me out, beer zone.
The Zambirney. Get your shit together.
I'm sorry. Drew is very, very testy tonight. Zambirney. You drove around the Zambirney. The tailgates were fucking fun. They were electric. All right. They were awesome. We were back in the swing of things. We had just come off a win. We were headed into another win. It was great. Then, hey, we go into the stadium. We go get beer. And what can we buy? We can buy garage beer. Both you and I
did it.
The masses were able to purchase garage beer and Paycor Stadium for the first time. I got to tell you, it tasted even better in the stadium.
Lots of green cans in hands. I noticed walking around Paycor on Sunday, and it was a beautiful sight to see. I got to my seat. I held it up had the field in the background. I just admired it. And I said, we fucking did it.
Yep.
We did it.
Yep.
Maybe I should have put it on camera. What?
Yeah.
It was fun. It was beautiful. Beautiful. And then the game happened. But we roll on into
you have to.
The box score breakdown.
Let's go.
Joe Burrow came into the game, started off pretty hot, 7 of 13, 76 yards. The touchdown pass to Jamar Chase. And then things went bad in the second quarter. But Jake Feisty comes into the game. I'm trying, guys. I really am. I fucking love Joe Burrow so much. And this is just tough on me. Jake Feisty comes in the game, 21 of 32, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. One, I wouldn't say was really his fault. The other 2 definitely were. So, obviously, you don't want to see 3 picks, but he came in, he slung the ball around, put it up to T. Higgins, put it up to Mitchell Tinsley. Really, really cool one-handed catch from Mitchell Tinsley. And then he ran one in as well. So that is the passing portion.
Let's pause here. All right. Let's talk about it. Joe Burrow, like you said, comes out hot. Freak injury. I mean, there's nothing you can do but call it another freak injury. It was very obvious he was running for his life on the play where he got injured, but turf toe, grade 3. They've said that, right? It's grade 3.
Grade 3 turf toe, yeah.
Which
like
is
the worst possible turf toe.
Yep.
Toe almost fucking flew off, I guess.
Yeah, toe exploded. Torn ligaments in his toe. The doctor I often call an idiot and argue with on the internet, I can't remember his name. Not going to say his name because the guy sucks. Called it first. Grade 3, ligament torn in the toe. Joe Burrow goes down. We all saw it in the stadium first. He was escorted off. He walked off the field under his own power. Then he was escorted to the locker room by 2 trainers. Anytime you need help and you cannot walk to the locker room under your own power, it's probably not something good. But I mean, what? Like, I obviously I can see on your face right now that you would rather just be like in a hole in your backyard. But like, put yourself in the mindset of when he got injured. Where were you at? Bring yourself back. And if it's rage, scream in the mic. Who cares?
I was almost going to call that 988 number.
Yeah.
Not to make light of, I mean, I guess I am making light because I was never actually thinking of that. So maybe I'm just an asshole.
Yeah. Maybe.
But you mentioned him walking off under his own power and walking until he got to the tunnel. He needed some help. But can we get a fucking gator at Paycor Stadium? Can we get a fucking cart?
We have one.
Where?
It exists. Listen, you and I have both walked, not humble brag. You and I have both walked those tunnels and seen multiple gators. I think in that situation, Joe said, I'm ambulatory. I want to walk. And they walked him back. I think that there was, look, I'm defending the front office. And
what's the big word? Dude, you got to dumb it down.
Sorry, that's
ambulatory.
Ambulatory means he can walk under his own power, move under his own power.
Okay, college boy.
I think, well, some of us got degrees. It is what it is. I think that he did that himself. Has he come out and said that? No. But if I'm injured and I can walk, I'm sure as hell saying I'm not getting on a fucking cart unless my leg is completely turned the other way and walks out. There was no cart brought out, but there are instances you can see, you can go back, watch film of older games. A fucking cart exists, guys. They have a gator back there. They've got a gator they can throw players on when they're injured. They got a gator to take care of the field. Hell, I bet the Blackburns have a fucking gator to go get snacks when they get bored in their office. It exists. Well, so I think that the Heat, I think that, what is this? I saw a flatbed cart taking ice to the Jags bench right before he walked the locker room. Not sure if we have more than one. I know for a fact we have more than one. I've seen at least 2 in the
dump
tunnel.
Them off. Dump the ice off. Pick up your $55 million quarterback.
Well, here's the thing. You're a prideful individual just like me. If you can walk, are you going to get on a fucking gator? Or are you going to go, no, fuck that. There's a gajillion billion fans here. I'm walking to the fucking locker room because I'm tough.
I'd probably get on the cart. I don't like to walk though. I don't like walking.
That's okay. That's a fair response. Me, I'm going, hey, I'm not fucking bleeding. I'm not shot. My legs are on correctly. I'm walking. Get the fucking cart away from me.
There's valid points here. I understand if you get on cart, people assume it's over. Maybe he didn't want. Yeah, maybe he didn't know how bad it was. Maybe he thought he dislocated his toe. They were going to go back there, pop it back up, and he'd be back in. I would have given him a ride on the Zambirni. I rode it. If you saw in the video, I rode the Zambirni. So that is something possible. But I understand.
I agree with God. I think he knew what he was doing. I think there is a message of strength in not getting on a cart and doing the whole thumbs up and fucking giving ESPN the video of getting driven to the locker room like you just got fucking run over by a pickup truck. No, I'm walking to the locker room. I think he could have made it to the locker room even without the two guys shoulder him like he was a wounded warrior. Oh, did he?
He reached for him.
All right. But I think there's some messaging there from Burrow. At that time, he did not know that he had a grade 3 exploded fucking big toe. He maybe thought he strained something. So I think he was like, no, I'm fucking walking. I don't need a fucking cart.
All right, fine. I'll give you guys that one.
Thank you.
All you in the chat, I'll give you that one. But I might take the Zambirni to get any injured players off the field.
I like it.
I mean, it's good. So those were your passing numbers. Jesus Christ!
Sorry, I'm fucking hijacking it. Why we have to talk about it. It's huge. It's massive. What did you think about Jake Browning's performance stepping in?
The picks were really bad. One, I think Yoshi kind of sold him on one, but I think we saw what we expected out of Jake Browning. I think we saw a guy that's not afraid to sling it, and he came in there. He said after the game, he was like, I felt like I was dead. The emotion of just getting thrown into the game when you're not expecting it is very, very tough.
Yeah, I don't envy that. Like, as a backup, you think you're going to be on a fucking clipboard all game. All of a sudden, number one goes down, and it's like, hey, man, the entire war, the entire battle is on your shoulders now. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was okay with it, obviously, because we won the game. But if we would have lost the game, I would have looked at his picks and said, this guy fucking sold us a very winnable game against, a bad team. Trevor Lawrence fucking stinks. Everybody just needs to realize it. You can get him you can get him all the coaches you want. He fucking stinks. Their number one wide receiver, Brian Thomas Jr., you could see him coming across the middle and just ducking and like not even trying to catch the ball. Soft baby shut.
Mm-hmm.
So
he might stink.
I would have been mad then.
But if we lose that game, and then I'll shut up. I can see it in your eyes. If we lose that game, I bet that we are looking for another quarterback a lot like more fiercely than the Bengals did. Like another guy to step in and play a lot more fiercely than we did. But right now, Jake Browning's the guy.
I disagree with you. I don't think that there was ever a world where they would be trading for a quarterback. I just don't think the Bengals would do it.
Fair.
I think they're so stuck and we like who we have in the building type shit. Like they went and signed Sean Clifford and Mike White today.
Type shit.
Mike White ate us up 2021. The Mike White game put like 400 on us, beat us in New York. I was on the verge of trying stuff tweakers outside of Speedway use. I feel that.
Oh, man.
But over to the receiving side of the box score breakdown, Jamar Chase was Jamar Chase again after getting held to only 2 catches for 26 yards in week 1 in Cleveland. He came back in a big way, caught a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow, 14 receptions, 165 receiving yards. Oh, boy, he's making it for last week's production. And then this touchdown pass early in the game.
The top of his screen. From the 4, slant, Chase, cha-ching! You're right on it, Logan. Jamar Chase, Gritty's touchdown Bengals.
First Gritty of the year.
I mean, it happened, and Joe was not injured, and right there in that moment, I was like, I was like, dude, we're gonna fucking win the Super Bowl. Like, right? I looked over at my buddy and I was like, dude, we're winning it.
Yeah, we're winning it all.
Yeah.
We're winning it all. And then T. Higgins had a big play, 5 receptions, 56 yards, and this touchdown pass. And I want you to watch this touchdown pass.
Okay.
And tell me who he reminds you of.
Oh,
who do you see when you see this play?
Everybody near the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. Browning to the air. Higgins bumps. Doesn't matter. Touchdown, Bengals.
Icky shuffle.
It wasn't the icky shuffle, but did I do it good or was it painfully Caucasian?
No, that was good, but that's where my brain went because I thought maybe I was supposed to look at the dance, but outside of that,
not the dance. Watch
okay.
We'll watch it one more time.
Go.
We'll watch it one more time.
Go.
And the chat can put their guesses in here of who at least I see when I see this play.
Everybody near the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. Browning to the air. Higgins bumps. Doesn't matter. Touchdown, Bengals.
I'll work on my dance moves.
No, that's fine. I'm still lost in the sauce. Who am I supposed to see?
That looks like Adriel Jeremiah Green to me.
Okay.
That looks like AJ Green to me.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I do.
It's the way he bounces off the guy. It reminds me of like those games back in the day where he was like bouncing off of Ravens players. Watch these two dudes try to tackle T. Higgins, and he's just like, get the fuck out.
Everybody near the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. Browning to the air. Higgins bumps. Doesn't matter.
That's AJ, dude. That's AJ.
Yeah, it is. They really did just fail. That was a failure. Like, unbelievable, dude.
Noah Fant checks in with 5 receptions, 28 yards. Chase Brown, 2 for 18. Mike Gesicki, 3 for 18. Mitch Tinsley, 1 catch for 13 yards.
Like this.
But boy, was it a good one.
Like this.
Now, can you see the secret Easter egg in this video, or have you already seen it?
Video. You're gonna
Browning paintball. 1 hand. Are you serious? Mitchell Tinsley.
Yeah, looked like there was a flag on the play, but it was green.
Right after he says 1 hand, I want everybody to watch the screen closely as it comes across.
Browning paintball. 1 hand. Are you serious? Mitchell Tinsley.
Somebody threw a green dildo on the field and tricked the broadcast into thinking it was a flag, but it was just a green dildo thrown from the stand.
It really sucks that Tinsley had his Odell Beckham Jr. moment, and every time he's like, "Hey kids, watch this fucking catch," he has to explain what that foreign object is that hit the field right in view of the camera. Oh my God.
Did you see my catch, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sweet. Was that big green dick?
Browning paintball. 1 hand. Are you serious? Mitchell Tinsley.
It fucking recoils as it bounces.
I love that the broadcast got tricked. We didn't know that in the stadium, but watching the highlights,
I didn't see it.
Yeah, unfucking real. We got to take a moment to talk about Mitchell Tinsley. I mean, it's like preseason darling gets an opportunity and makes the catch of a lifetime. Maybe not lifetime, catch of the game at least. Maybe catch of the week around the NFL. I mean, is this guy? Is he for real? Is he somebody that's gonna claw and scratch his way to fight for the number 3 position, or what are we looking at with Mitchell Tinsley here?
I think Mitchell Tinsley might become the 3rd wide receiver because think about this. Jake Browning has a great rapport with him. He was with him all through camp with the twos.
Yep.
I think he played some preseason reps with him too. And he comes in, makes that play. Obviously, it's the only catch that he has on the day, but he has a rapport with Jake Browning. Jake said he's like, "Hey, if I see anybody playing for the Cincinnati Bengals, it's 1-on-1. I'm gonna give him a shot." Yeah, I mean, and he did. So I think that this news with Browning coming in is only going to be better for Mitchell Tinsley, and I think that he could take Yoshi's spot.
I kind of agree, right? Because if he just reaches for that, and it's the ball's wide and he doesn't catching it, we're not talking about him at all. He's a non-factor in the game, but he had his reception and he made it count. So now we're like, fuck, is that guy going to be wide receiver 3? So I do like the rapport discussion with Browning, right? Why would you not set your fucking number 2 quarterback up for success and give him someone he's comfortable with. Jamar's going to be out there. T's going to be out there. Our tight ends are going to be out there. And then he knows Tinsley better. Jamar, you're benched. No, that's not going to happen. But why would you not throw a weapon out there that Jake Browning's familiar with? I agree with that, and I think that's a great idea.
Tony says, I thought it was a flag. Nope, big green, dick and balls.
Yeah.
And then moving on from him, Andre Yoshivas, everybody's asking, where's Yoshi been? Yoshi's been very disappointing. Where's AD been all year? Tinsley over Yoshi. He had 1 reception for 12 yards. And then Drew Sample, 1 for 7. Now let's talk for a minute.
Okay.
Jake Browning and Drew Sample won a Rose Bowl together.
They sure did.
At Washington.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about rapport. You want to talk about 2 guys just love ball. A couple guys. Drew Sample anytime touchdowns hitting this year. It's coming soon. It might be Sunday.
It might be profitable. It could be.
I think it is.
Let me tell you something about profitable, right? I had look, Drew and I are both Bet Jack connoisseurs. Okay. We're Bet Jack sports gambling app users. Okay. Go download the app
haven't hit a bet all year.
Absolutely. Let me tell you. Hold on. Look, I had Bengals money line, Joe Burrow over 200, Jamar Chase over 100 or 80. Didn't hit, obviously, because sometimes toes just explode. But I had Noah Fant over 22 yards. Won me $150. $150. I'll take it. It wasn't a Drew Sample anytime touchdown, but it was sitting in the stadium, and I was like, oh shit, I got this bet left. And I was looking on the sidelines. I was like, what's kind of crazy? You know, what might not happen? Noah Fant over 22 yards, gets that reception, 28 yards. So victorious on the day. Download the BetJack app if you have not already. Pretty damn good sports book. And Drew, who is a much more talented gambler than I am, would probably say the same thing.
May not be the case. You've won more bets than I have betting on the Bengals this year. I'm over.
I'm 1-1. 1-1 on the season. Oh, that sucks. What'd you throw in there?
Double no hats tonight. Bold move.
What'd you throw in there this weekend?
I did shit, I'm trying to remember. I did Joe Burrow over 225.5. Would have hit.
Yeah. That's what
Jamar Chase anytime touchdown hit. Jamar Chase over 86.5 yards hit. Bengals money line hit. I would have won if Burrow would have played.
Yeah. This is Toe's fault.
Unbelievable. My wife's texted me. I don't know.
It's all good. I don't know. Receiver wise here, Jamar chased, and the ball got spread around. I do think you're going to see this kind of stat table throughout the season without our starting quarterback. I think Browning's going to spread the ball around a little more just because of things like rapport with Tinsley, rapport with Sample. I see a wide margin of receptions. So if you are ready to move on, I'm just trying to fill time here. So
he's gonna spread the ball around for sure. I think tight ends are gonna get much more involved in this offense.
Mm-hmm. A lot of checkdowns
as this goes on. We had a comment in here that was pretty interesting from Josh. Double no hats tonight, bold move. And then Kane says the barber hit me with the urban spray paint. I don't know what that means. But my barber was dialed in. I'm still within the 5-day haircut window where you can't tell me shit. So I went no hat.
Yeah, it looks good. No, it's a clean haircut. Me, on the other hand, going full hippie. Don't know if you saw it earlier. It's long enough to put a little girly ponytail in.
Ooh. Tinsley and Sample anytime touchdown, same game parlay. Don't fucking tempt me, dude. Don't tempt me, dude. The lines aren't out for Sunday yet, or I would pull out the BetJack app and see what the odds of that were. But don't fucking tempt me. Fro says Chase Brown over on rushing yards will be a good leg to add to parlays. It'll depend on what it is, and we're going to touch on some of that a little bit more. Caden Craig says Drew Sample 200 receiving yard game incoming. They would have to fucking ban me from Twitter if that
That would be absurd.
The rushing side, transitioning into that, Chase Brown, 16 carries, 47 yards. Jake Burrow. He's new. I felt like Burrow almost came out of my mouth. I fucking miss you, man.
Oh, that's sad. That sucks. My candle's upstairs on my front porch. Otherwise, I'd have it here.
You weren't supposed to burn it till we won the Super Bowl. I saw the video.
I know. It is what it is. He needs healing right now. He needs good vibes, as the kids say, man. But 16 for 47 out of Chase Brown. Let's pump those numbers up. Since we don't have our absolute fucking unit at quarterback anymore, hand the ball off. Let's establish the run. Use Chase Brown. And also, where the hell is Taj Brooks?
They don't put him in.
Where the hell is he at? What are we going to do?
Well, we don't run the fucking football.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't have enough time to get him in there.
Why the fuck are we drafting running backs as talented as Taj Brooks? Look, he's not Ashton Genty. I'm not trying to hype him up too much. Why are we drafting guys like that? We're not going to fucking hand them the ball. But you can see
Ashton
below.
Genty might stink.
He maybe.
Shout out James Rapine.
Yeah, that's true. God bless both of you. Jake Browning, 1 carry, 1 yard. And what was that 1 yard? Read it.
The most important play of the game
Could have
is
been.
what some would say.
Could have been.
I thought I had that video uploaded. Apparently, I never sent it in.
It's okay if you didn't.
I mean, I edited it. I made it. I did it.
Okay.
I did everything that a good
Here.
producer / show host is supposed to do. But apparently, I fucked up the upload.
Here's your Here's your punishment. Stand up right now.
Well, I'm loading it up right now.
You got to reenact it. Your punishment is you got to reenact it.
Well, I mean, I would love to because it won us the game.
Go for it. All right, I'm going to call it.
Oh, you're calling? What the fuck is that?
No, you go. Why did you go?
180! Drew Sample fucking hand on the ass.
Oh, just
pushed him over.
Shout
out Bengals Brews. Bengals and Brews put on Twitter. He said, Drew Sample doesn't push the tush. He pounds that ass. And if you would like to watch Drew Sample do that, here is Jake Browning's only carry of the game and the most important carry.
Roll it.
A sneak again over the top. Touchdown, Bengals. They have the lead with 18 seconds left.
One more time. Watch 89 come into motion as the fullback comes into the backfield and just hands on cheeks over the goal line. It's not weird because it's football, baby.
A sneak again over the top. Touchdown, Bengals. They have the lead with 18 seconds left.
I'm going to
Two handfuls of ass.
Got to put that in the stat book as a assist to a touchdown assist. I think he should get that. Absolutely.
My bet should have hit for that. I think
did I show my age by just going hike instead of doing the 180 Omaha? Was I showing my age there?
I don't think anybody said hike in 30 years. It's hut now. I don't know why. I don't know what changed.
Yeah, we're ancient. Maybe I'm just ancient.
Drew Sample, he's on ass down and pissed too much.
Is that our tush push? Is that our tush push?
The Sample slap?
Is that it?
I like it. I'll take it. I'll take the
Sample slap. I love it. What else happened in this game?
We had some defense played out there. We got Dax Hill, Michigan man, 9 tackles.
Talk about that too.
Talk about what?
Keep going. Fucking another injury. Just keep going before I.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So 9 tackles, 9 solo, and a pick for Dax Hill down in the red zone takes points off the board for Jacksonville. Geno Stone, 9 tackles, 7 solo. Logan Wilson, 8 tackles, 4 solo. Demetrius Knight Jr., 5 tackles, 2 solo. TJ Slayton Jr., 4 tackles, 3 solo, plugging up the middle there a little bit. Orrin Burks, 4 tackles, 2 solo. Jordan Battle, 4 tackles, 1 solo. Another pick for Jordan Battle. 2 weeks in a row.
Yep.
27 finds a pick. It's almost like if you put him on the fucking football field, he might do some good stuff, and he might look better than the corpse of Von Bell.
It's kind of funny. A lot of people were hating on that man's name, and all he's done this year is make fucking plays. All he's done is make fucking plays. And you're going to continue on and talk about the legendary Trey Hendrickson. I know you are.
Yeah, 3 tackles, 2 solo, 1 sack to end the game. Just blindsided, crushes Trevor Lawrence, drives him into the dirt.
The hammer. Is that a coffin nails moment, or what do you think?
It was a Dan Horde coffin nails moment. He called it on the radio, and you just love it. You love the coffin nails moments. They ran one other bullshit play after that where they tried all the laterals and stuff, and it didn't work out. Doesn't. So that is your box score breakdown, brought to you by nobody. But if you want it to be brought by you, send us a message. And so we win, right? We get out of there. We escape with the win. Feels like stole a couple games maybe that we shouldn't have, but we got 2-0. Vibes are high. Everybody's like, hey, Burrow might be out a week or two. Not a big deal. Couple weeks. If it's mild, he's just got to rest for a couple weeks. He'll be back. Go beat the Vikings. Maybe steal one in Denver. We'll be all right. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of the thought. And then all of a sudden, our whole world's come crashing down when the tweet comes out from me and Rappaport. Bengals star quarterback Joe Burrow is feared to have suffered a grade 3 turf toe injury, one that would require surgery and put him out at least 3 months. This was before it was confirmed the next day, but he said Burrow was evaluating his options. He evaluated all of his options, and the option is surgery. So if you follow Dr. David Chow on Twitter, this man knows his shit. He is very, very rarely wrong on these kinds of things. And he says if Joe Burrow's having surgery, his season's done. I don't know if there's experimental medicine out there. I put a video on Instagram of me Googling, can I donate a toe ligament to, and I found out I cannot. Lots of people agree with it. It's my most viewed Instagram video ever. It's like 1.2 million views. It's fucking hilarious that people think that was that funny. So he's out for at least 3 months. They're saying maybe mid-December, right before the 21st in Miami on Sunday Night Football, if it doesn't get flexed out. Mm-hmm. So we have that to get through. So the doom, the gloom sets in. Lots of optimism about Jake Browning. Jake feisty. A lot of people think he can do it. Mm-hmm. But for me, it was a very, very bitter, hard pill to swallow. Can we do stem cells, Alvy? I don't know, but he can afford it. So
there's gotta be some illegal shit in Mexico that he can just take a vacation and get done. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Yeah. Let's figure this out, man. Like
just blame it on mental health. Be like, I gotta go to fucking Cozumel for a week because my mental health's fucked up because I've been injured so much. But have some sketchy doctor with maybe not the cleanest utensils shoot you up with something and see what happens.
Yes, we've put a man on the moon. We can't reconstruct a toe.
I will say, he did say there's hope for the playoffs because it's not Burrow's plant foot. We did get a little bit of a break with it being the left foot, obviously. Yeah. Discord road game to Miami, absolutely fucking not. If we end up being complete ass, you got to put Zachy on the hot seat. Let's have a tough game.
He's got an excuse.
So
you go, and I'll go.
Monday talking about blame for the Joe Burrow injury, right? Everybody's saying, who do you blame? Do you blame the front office? Do you blame Zach? Do you blame the O-line? Do you blame Burrow himself? And that is transitioning us into a text from Dad that I got earlier in the show. I told him I was going to save that to set something up, and it's to transition us into this segment. Let's start talking about blame, because there's a lot going on the internet about blame this person, blame that person, blame this group of people, whatever. I put out a little 5-minute video about it because I had to sit down and just yell into a microphone for a minute. I even smacked the table because I was grieving.
Oh, shit. I messed my camera up. Keep talking.
This guy stinks. So he texted us at 8:01. Dad was on it. Mm-hmm. He said, it's early in the show, but the O-line should get Joey B a Christmas present, and he should say, fuck you to the line. Now, you know how quarterbacks normally buy the offensive lineman gifts. Yeah. Dad's saying that they haven't earned it. So this is my question to you as we look through this and we see Joe Burrow has been 3 seasons cut short due to injury in 6 seasons. So now he's had major injuries in half of his seasons. If somebody looked at you and said, who do you blame for this? Who would you say?
Me. Who do I blame? It's negligence at this point, folks. Look, we've done a lot. You cannot say that the front office has not attempted to patchwork a bulwark for their starting quarterback. You just can't say it. They've signed people. They've brought people in. Have they been enough? No, they have not. At this point, the offensive line has been so severely neglected to a point that we are looking at a quarterback that is a candidate for the next $1 million man program. Put some cybernetics in this guy so he can get out there and play. But we don't have the technology, folks. We cannot rebuild him in that manner. So what we're looking at right now is a front office that continues to time and time again. And I like the front office in many ways. They're very nice people. Drew and I have both conversed with them. Katie, we've talked to Elizabeth, others, incredibly nice people. But at this point in time, with a quarterback that's got more fucking injuries and surgeries than Lamar Jackson has playoff wins, you gotta start looking at the business side of football and go, why haven't you built an absolute elite O-line? Why do we continue year after year to look at the O-line and go, yeah, you know what? They look pretty good. They might protect him. But no, boom. His fucking wrist blows. Sorry. Boom. His fucking knees blows up his rookie year. Boom. He's got a wrist injury. Boom. Now we're looking at turf toe. What more do you have to fucking see? Does his head have to fall off? Do his arms need to pop off? What more do you need to see to get this young man a shield, a wall of large men to throw the ball behind?
I would counter that and ask you this. They gave Orlando Brown Jr. a $31 million signing bonus. They invested a 17th overall pick in Amarius Mims, who I think is a hit. They signed Ted Karras and have kept Ted Karras around, who's played good football his whole time here. I believe they've hit on Dylan Fairchild. Now, right guard, you can say they've gone cheap. But before, they gave Alex Kappa the money, and he played very good until he had that ankle injury in the 2022 year, I believe. So they have invested, but have they always been the right investment?
That's my point. That's my point. So I said you can't say they haven't tried. You cannot say they haven't tried. I will defend them till my dying breath, saying that they've made the attempt. But attempts are fucking great. You got to get it right. Look at the teams that win Super Bowls. They're getting it right. These offensive lines are fucking armies of men that just will die and don't let anyone touch the quarterback. Look at the statistics that's been posted all over the internet, right? Andrew Luck hit 178 fucking times. Guy retires, doesn't want to play anymore because he fears for his fucking life. I'm not saying Joe Burrow is going to retire. I'm not saying Joe Burrow is Andrew Luck. Joe Burrow has been hit in the 200s. We've surpassed the amount of times a quarterback who retired out of fear for his health and safety and the number of times our quarterback has been hit. They've tried. They have. I give them credit. But you cannot just try when the Super Bowl and all this money is on the line. You've got to fucking get it right. You got to play hardball. You got to go, that's the best fucking guy in the National Football League. Can we trade for him? No. Who's the second best guy in the fucking National Football League? Let's trade for that guy. Oh, there's tier 1 free agents out there that are offensive line. Fucking open the checkbook. You gotta get it right.
And they can do all of that. Let's say they did all of those things. I think they'd still probably be a little bit fucked. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
And I alluded to this a little bit.
Preach.
You can blame the offensive line. You can blame the front office for the offensive linemen that they've brought in. But if you run an offense that has no threat of an actual run game and you're in shotgun 90, 95% of the time, you're not giving the offensive line much of a chance. These aren't the most athletic guys in the world. They don't have super athletic linemen. Orlando Brown Jr. is not a great athlete. Amarius Mims, better athlete, but not an elite athlete. Dylan Fairchild, good guard. I wouldn't say he's an elite athlete. He's not a guy that's going to have a quick first step out of the stance when you're trying to pull him or something. Ted Karras isn't overly athletic. So how much are you going to help your offensive line out with your scheme? And maybe get under center a little bit more. And the rebuttal to that is Joe Burrow doesn't like playing under center. And I get it. He likes to be able to see the field and survey it and all that. That's one of his superpowers. But you gave him $55 million fucking dollars. It's okay to make him uncomfortable too. And Zach say, hey man, for the betterment of the team, for the betterment of your health, I think if we got up under center a little bit more and had a threat of an actual run game when we're not giving the ball to the running back 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage and shotgun or more, it might be better for the team. If Zach Taylor doesn't have the nuts to do that, maybe we need to find a coach that does. Because as much as we love Joe Burrow, I am the biggest Joe Burrow simp on the planet. As much as we love him, somebody might have to protect him from himself. And I don't know if Zach has the stones to do it because he wants to be everybody's friend. So the scheme isn't protecting Joe Burrow. People blast the line, and rightfully so. There was some bad shit that happened out there. But we scream protect Joe Burrow on the internet every single offseason, every free agency, every draft. Protect Joe Burrow, protect Joe Burrow, protect Joe Burrow. Maybe it's time Zach Taylor looks in the fucking mirror and decides that he has to protect Joe Burrow, and maybe that means having a conversation that might not be super comfortable.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, my friend. You aren't. I think there's a little bit of truth to both of our statements, right? When you go out and you fucking draft guys like Jackson Carman, you're not doing your team any favors. When you run shot,
that's true.
When you run, that's right. That's where I'm coming from, right? You got to get it right. There's guys available, and you're like, wow, fucking, one of our former players worked with this guy and said he fucking likes the music he plays in the car, so let's fucking draft him. No, you get go with the talent. You know what I mean? But there is also some truth to being in shotgun every single time with your running back 78 yards behind you. As a linebacker, you have all the time in the world to see that fucking running back coming, right? And I'm not a fucking nitty-gritty statistician, play dissecting Joe Goodberry big brain, but the basics of football, right? The closer you are to the line of scrimmage, i.e. Joe Burrow under center with the running back, tickling his ass behind him, ready to take the ball and punch the gut, you can establish a run game. So there's absolute truth to what you are saying as well. I think we're both playing in the right area here.
Why is it that when Jake Browning comes in the game, he doesn't get hit as much?
I can't explain it. I don't.
Zach,
conservative play?
No, it's because Zach doesn't have the balls to stand up to Joe Burrow. It wasn't conservative. What Browning do? Throw it 32 times? I mean, he was slinging it.
Yeah.
So does Zach just not have the balls to stand up to Joe Burrow? And I've made the jokes and said, hey, make Joe Burrow the play caller, the head coach, the GM, and all that shit. But the reality of this situation is, just like you said earlier, he's tough. He's not going to walk, or he's not going to get on a cart if he can walk. He's a tough son of a bitch, and we love that about him. But maybe you have to protect him from himself. He likes to extend plays, and I did the video. I said we never want to take away that ability from Joe Burrow because that is a very big part of what makes him magical. Second to his impeccable accuracy, his ability to create on a broken play and make something out of nothing is probably his second best attribute, I'd say. But teams that have won the Super Bowl the last 5 years, look back at them. The Chiefs had a big high-flying offense and all that stuff, but when it came to playoff time and nut-cutting time, they ran the ball and they played defense. Mm-hmm. Philadelphia won the Super Bowl last year because they ran the piss out of the football and they played defense. You have to be able to run come January. And you can't just flip a switch when it's time for the playoffs and say, okay, we're going to give it to Chase Brown 25 times a game and he's going to get us 120 yards. It's not how it works. But if you can't tell Joe Burrow, we gave you $55 million. You're a top quarterback in the league. But, buddy, I need you to put your hands under the center's ass and turn around and hand the ball off a little bit more because it's going to be better for everybody. Mm-hmm. But we cannot sit here and Zach got into his press conference and said, people are going to attack me in our style of play. And that style of play got us to an AFC championship twice and 2 Super Bowls and 2 division titles. And that's great, Zach, but that was 4 fucking years ago, man. You haven't done shit since. Congratulations on making the Super Bowl. Congratulations on 2 AFC championship game appearances. But please do not use your style of offense and your style of play as a defense for this shit happening because we're 3 years removed from it. We're 2 years removed from a playoff berth. Let it the fuck go. What a tone-deaf statement from Zach Taylor. What an absolutely tone-deaf statement to get up there and say, they're going to attack our style of play and the offense that I call, but it got us here, there, and there. We haven't been fucking anywhere in years, Zach. Figure it out.
I like the fire. I do. I like the fire. You're not wrong. Are you saying hot seat? What are you saying here? Hot seat?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. 100%. And I have this pulled up on the screen. I just have to back out of this really quickly because this is something that I believe matters in the Zach Taylor conversation.
Okay.
The Zach Taylor contract extension runs through the 2026 season. So he's got one more year after this.
Next year, folks.
Mike Brown would probably rather eat one of his own children before he ate a coach's contract and paid him not to work. Mm-hmm. But
are you saying what I think you're saying?
A real organization, a real NFL, we want to win a Super Bowl organization would call Zach into the office tomorrow and say, hey, unfortunate news about Joe. That sucks a lot. But you know what, man? We haven't made the playoffs since the 2022 season. Mm-hmm. Joe Burrow's gotten hurt behind offensive line coaches that you've hired.
He's almost 30.
Had a hand in drafted. Joe Burrow's getting a little bit older. That window, he says it's his whole career, but the window is a little bit bigger at certain points. So this is what we need, Zach. I need you to make the playoffs this season with Jake Browning. Show us that you're the offensive mastermind that you really, really think you are, because Joe begged for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins to come back. And I bet Zach was begging for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins to come back as well, because it makes his life easier as an offensive coach and a play caller. So I think the front office needs to look at Zach Taylor and say, hey, sucks that Joe's out, but I need you to prove your fucking salt as a coach here, because we just gave out all the money to the guys that everybody on the offense wanted back. And we've got a guy that you've talked up and you believe in, Jake Browning, and he's this, that, and the other. I need you to at least get in the playoffs, or I think we need to find somebody that can maybe maximize Joe Burrow talents a little bit better, because I think a lot of the winning that we've done has been in spite of Zach Taylor, and I'm almost done with my soapbox. A lot of the winning we've done has been in spite of Zach Taylor. I have also defended Zach Taylor because I think Zach Taylor as a head coach is pretty good, but I think Zach Taylor as a play caller and his stubbornness and his unwillingness to change, or his lack of ability to look at Joe Burrow and say, hey, I'm the head coach of this thing, is starting to be a problem. So I do think that has to be a conversation. You need to get this team in the playoffs with Jake Browning, or I think we're going to go find somebody else.
Oh, I think you're right. Here's the only issue is they're not going to fucking do it. We had Marvin Lewis from 1 AD to 2035. Marvin Lewis was the head coach of this Bengals football team in an absolute rabble-rousingly failure of a point in time with this organization. And that son of a bitch, loved Marvin Lewis, nice guy, met him a couple times, humble brag. But he stayed here for 37 years. Here's what happens with Zach Taylor at the end of this season. If we don't do well, like we're going to win the whole damn thing with Jake Browning. That's where my head's at. We don't do well. The front office goes, well, he didn't get a fair shake. Our star went down. Let's come back next year and refit and try again. That's what happens. However, I agree with you. Yep. But however, I agree with you. I think that right now that seat should be as hot as it's ever fucking been. Zach Taylor, wonderful program guy, wonderful culture builder, but what in the fuck is going on? 2021, we magically make a run to the Super Bowl. 2022, don't quite make it. Since then, then dumpster fire. And it sucks because we have so much talent on this team. And you bring up scheming as a reason that our quarterback is now wearing a boot on his foot with an exploded toe. Who comes up with that shit, right? The goddamn coaches. We've gone through offensive line coaches. We've changed defensive coordinators. We've changed special teams, specific coaches, and all this stuff. And it's still not coming together. At some point, you have to stop looking at the legs of the organization and look at the head. And in the coaching world, that's Zach Taylor. That seat should be on fire this year. And what you said should be what's happening. Hey, buddy, you need to at least get to the playoffs with Jake Browning, or we're going to fucking pull Bill Belichick from North Carolina or Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame. I don't give a shit who it is. Threaten him with somebody because the seat should be on fire.
He is like, Zach had the guts to go for it on the 30 on 4th down to keep the drive running. Yeah, I liked that move. I'm not saying everything Zach Taylor does is bad. I think for the most part, I have been more of a Zach Taylor defender than a Zach Taylor hater.
I agree.
But this is what happens when these things happen. When you get these coaches and these star quarterbacks together,
yep,
and it just doesn't work, who's easier to replace, Zach Taylor or Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
Who's going to – Mike Brown and Katie can't buzz down and be like, Joe, you got to get up under shotgun. All right, deal with it.
Yeah.
That can't be it. It's got to be the coach. Pat Mahomes has been one of the top quarterbacks, if not the top quarterback in the league for the last however many years. And sometimes Andy Reid will say, whoa. This is my show.
Yeah.
I run this shit. This is what we're doing. We're going to run the ball with Isaiah Pacheco more.
Yeah.
So you have to have somebody in the room that can protect Joe Burrow from Joe Burrow and say, hey, you're a star player, you're on all the commercials, and you go to Paris Fashion Week, and that's fucking awesome. But this is my football team, and you're getting your ass up under center. And if Zach's too much of a friend and a buddy to do that, then maybe he needs somebody that's a little bit more of a hard ass.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think we're on the same page. I think we bring very, very good points to the table, and they're coming from a couple of guys who are just, basic level fans. But if we see it from our little perch in the stands watching the game, how the hell does the organization not,
Will the next coach tell Joe Burrow we're going to run the ball, you're just going to stay in the pocket? I'm not saying to completely strip Joe Burrow of his abilities and his talents.
Nobody is.
I'm not saying to completely take away the shotgun from him.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's 1st and 10 and you come out in gun and you've got 4 receivers wide, you can count Gesicki or a tight end for that most of the time. The whole stadium knows you're throwing the ball on 1st and 10.
Yeah.
And then if you get an incompletion or Burrow gets sacked or whatever the case is, it feels like everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it on 2nd and 10. Yeah. And you take Chase Brown, who's not a big bruiser guy, and you send him up the gut from the shotgun 4 or 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and it gets stuffed, or you get a yard or two, and then the defense can pin their ears back on 3rd and long again. I just described so many drives that I've seen over these years. And I just think that these offensive linemen here, like a Dalton Reisner, who he got beat on the play where Burrow got hurt, and he stood up and he took it. He said, hey, that's on me. I should have protected him better. I like the fact that he does that. But these guys, these aren't drop back and block for 8 seconds while Burrow scrambles around guys. Mm-mm. They're big and can move bodies, so maybe you try to get a push. And if they have to respect the run game, if the Bengals offense, whoever's calling it, could just make them respect the fact that they have an actual run game, give me play action where the defense bites up a little bit and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins can get a step on a corner because he cheats in a little bit because they've been running the ball so damn well. And look what that does for the offense. So I could talk about this for hours on.
You could
bitch about it. So I won't.
You're not wrong though. Force a team to stack the box so you can fucking air it out over their head. You know what I mean?
Look at this play.
Football basics. Nope. Go.
The deep touchdown from Jake Browning to T. Higgins. I wish I could pause it. I don't think I can on here.
Okay.
But watch how many guys are in the box on this play because they're not respecting Jake Browning throwing the football. which is a defense is going to play that completely differently. But look at all the guys in the box at the start of this.
Everybody near the line of scrimmage. Third down. Browning to the air. Higgins bumps. Doesn't.
Yeah.
The announcer even said, and also watching the clips, those announcers on that game were fucking terrible, dude. They were bad. Who are those dudes?
I don't know.
But imagine getting a look like that with Joe Burrow on the field. Now, you're probably not going to get 9 guys in the box.
No.
Like that.
Respect him. They'll respect him.
But if you can get them to pull 6, 7 guys in the box, because holy shit, they're getting some push up front, and they're Chase Brown out from under center, turn around, pitch it to him, let him get the edge, blah, 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 whatever. And all of a sudden they're crowding the box on Burrow a little bit. Good night.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree. A lot of issues.
Jesus Christ on a bike. It seems so simple. And maybe it is just because we're a couple fucking idiots on Twitter, but I'm like, dude, I've watched enough football to know that running the football sets up play action.
You're being a little humble. You've got a championship trophy.
I mean, I am a 2018 WJFC third grade champion, but
that
was because I shut down opposing run games with my beautiful scheme. But
talk yourself up, man. Come on.
It just feels so simple. And
it does.
If the issue really is Burrow says, I want shotgun all the time. I want a coach in the room that can say, I'm the fucking grown up. This is my scheme. This is my team. You play for me. It's better for everybody if you just run the ball. And then Burrow can play for an extra 5 years and be one of the best quarterbacks in the league for another 5 years.
Yeah.
Tom Brady had great running games. Tom Brady was born in a goddamn manger.
Yep.
And he still ran the football.
He was. Yeah. Jesus Christ football. No, I agree with you completely. I love the idea of play action. If we can set up a run game and all of a sudden start dicing people up with play action, that'd be awesome. That'd be great.
I've been saying that since like 2019, though, and we still haven't fucking seen it.
No, absolutely. What do we got in the chat? What do we got in the chat here for the last few minutes, unless you were about to move on to another topic?
Well, I just wanted to let you guys know that we're still going to be at all the football games. We're still going to go. We're still going to take beer. We're still going to tailgate. And if you want to, you can join us.
God, you're so good.
All you got to do is download the TickPick app.
You're so good.
You can use code Cincy14, one-time use code, knock $15 off your ticket prices. And good news, tickets to home games will probably end up being cheaper.
They might be. They might be.
A lot of people just may not want to come watch Jake Browning throw the football around. So if they get cheaper, you'll save even more money. But you can always use the official ticket provider of Cincy Unfiltered. Let me
run some TickPick game right now. If you want to take a little flight to the city of Minnesota.
If you got the stones
to take a flight and watch a game that should probably be flexed to 4 a.m. because we're looking at Carson Wentz, Jake Browning, you can get in the door right now. No fees at all. Not a single fee. You pay what you see for $99. Under $100 in this economy to go watch an NFL game. Can't beat it. TickPick, no fees, no bullshit. Download the app now. Look over there, guys. Use code Cincy14 and you save $15 on any Bengals game, home or away. It's amazing.
It really, really is. Steve Heat tweet of the week. There was none.
There wasn't.
It's been very disappointing. Well, I think a lot of people just felt bad for us. There was people like Victory Lap and Joe Burrow getting hurt, which is fucking gross. And I made fun of some gross chick on Instagram about it. But like threats to us or anything, there weren't really any.
All I saw from Jags fans this week was just bitching and moaning about PI calls. No direct attacks. Just like, oh, it was not a PI call on Travis Hunter. And, oh, that running back wasn't down. Or that interception, his knee wasn't down. That's all I saw. And I was like, I'm not going to entertain this. We fucking boxed you up and sent you home. Go cry, you know?
The Bronco doesn't fly, but he's driving that bitch up. Bengal Broncos going to Minnesota. I respect the hell out of somebody that's going to drive to Minnesota to watch the Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz game. I respect the hell out of that. I wish I could go up there because I would love to see that stadium.
Yeah, me too. It's gorgeous.
I like that. Look at this, dude. Garage beer, surprisingly low in carbs and great for diabetics and low-carb diets. It's a health beer. It's good for you.
Yeah, it is. Oh, shit. What happened?
What is it? Let's see.
Oh, shit.
95 calories, 3 grams of carbs.
Yeah. I hesitate.
Young Chicken Sandwich is right. We got all the bad calls last year, and let us get a call here and there.
Yeah.
What was it like? What was it like to finally have one go our way? It felt great, and I'll take it however it comes.
Yeah, I will. Absolutely. Because last week, Joe Burrow almost got his fucking head ripped off. So this year, Travis Hunter, you get your PI call. Go cry.
And the ref swallowed his whistle fucking whole.
Yes, absolutely.
The entire time. So now I would like to say, after all the bitching and moaning and complaining and being a grumpy fuck I've done tonight, I want to talk about something.
Okay.
Jake Browning said to win that game, you got to be a little bit delusional. He had to forget about his 3 picks and just think that he was going to go out there and play the game. And if you think that this team is going to go on a run, get in the playoffs, and make a little bit of noise with Jake Browning at quarterback, you're delusional. And you know what? I'm fucking delusional too. Let's let Jake bake. We're going to beat the fuck out of Minnesota. We'll preview that later in the week. I'm delusional too. Let Jake bake, and we're going to win this fucking thing. He is the modern day Nick Foles. We're winning the fucking Super Bowl.
I love it. This Sunday is an incredibly winnable game. It's so fucking winnable. One, people are saying, "Oh, it's more winnable with JJ McCarthy." Blah blah blah. Whatever. That guy has been the number one in practice. They've been fine tuning the playbook and doing all this shit for JJ McCarthy to run the team. All of a sudden, they've got a week to get ready for the big bad Bengals with Carson Wentz. I'm not afraid of him, even with Jake Browning behind center, because I too am delusional. And I think Jake Browning is going to walk into the, what are they, AT&T Bank, M&T Bank, whatever the fuck, stadium. In
some shitty bank.
Yeah, in Minnesota. And he's going to get in there and he's going to light him up. And we're going to get another GIF on Twitter. GIF or GIF, however the fuck you say it. little bit of Jake Browning. You never should have cut me. We're going to do it again, folks. We're going to go up to Minnesota and win. Look, we're going to have a game preview show this Thursday, 7:30 for the members. Will be posted the next day, Friday at 10 o'clock a.m. on our YouTube, where we'll break down this game. And we're going to do a lot of research because we're very smart people here. No, we're not. But this is an incredibly winnable game, folks. It's in a winnable game. It is. I think we march up there and we take care of business. It sounds like you agree with me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And now it's an even easier route for me because it's like, my boy JJ McCarthy, near and dear to my heart, Michigan man, national champion. But
we don't have to.
I don't give a fuck about Carson Wentz. Actually, I'm mad at Carson Wentz because all we needed Carson Wentz to do last year when he was playing for the Chiefs was beat Denver so we could make the playoffs, and he shit the fucking bed. So we've got a bone to pick with Carson Wentz coming up on Sunday. Maybe it's a revenge game for the entire team, not just Jake Browning and Dalton Reisner going back to Minnesota, the team that said, I think we'll just let you both leave. So you never know. So I've gotten my sadness out. I've gotten my bitching out. I've gotten my crying out. And now I'm pure-blooded delusional. And my Jake Browning jersey, I will have my Jake Browning jersey tomorrow. Shout out to, I don't know if he wants me to say his name. Twitter follower of mine hit me up today. He's like, hey, bro. They're making them at the pro shop. I'll go down there and get it for you tomorrow because I can't get there during the day.
Yeah.
Good guy. So I'm going to be rocking a white number 6 on Sunday.
I love that.
QB1. That's QB1. And I am a delusional motherfucker. And I think we're probably just going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, probably. Absolutely. Sounds good on paper.
Happened. This happened.
Carson Wentz once spring, but he did. Yeah, he really did. Yeah. That's not what I don't wish injury on Carson Wentz, but I tell you what, I want to win a goddamn football game. So we're at the top of the hour here. Yeah, that's insane. I don't know how you do that. We're at the top of the hour here. We have talked about our previous game. We have gone over the quarterbacks. We have gone over the receivers. We've talked about the running backs. We've even talked about this defense. We did neglect to talk about Shamar Stewart. However, let's talk about that in our game preview. We'll update you, see where he's at the end of the week. Yeah, we'll see where he's at the end of the week. You'll see us tweet about it, cry, and or be happy if they say he's okay. So look for that in the Thursday show. Again, to remind you folks, Thursday night, 7:30 is our game preview show. Okay, now that is available to members only as of tonight as we talk about it. We are going to do our damnedest to figure out how to get the chat to work and do all this extra shit. We're morons, but we'll try to figure it out. It will be released the following Friday, the next day at 10 a.m. by Drew Garrison on our YouTube. So join, like, share the stream. Join us. Let's have fun, and let's ride the Jake Browning tornado all the way to the Super Bowl.
Let Jake bake, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna finish this beer.
Do it. I'm gonna pull the pin on this grenade.
I don't know if we should do that, but we'll see you guys on Thursday. Love you. I thought you were gonna die.
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go.